Am I audible clearly and slides are visible clearly?
Yes, alhamdulillah.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So as everybody has joined and some of the people who are left are joining still, so we start up with the topic. And this is today a very important topic that will be helpful in whole of your medical career. And that is about composition and distribution of body fluid. And you will get to see the importance. Why do we say so? So having said this, chemical composition of human body, what human body is made up of. Say for instance, a healthy average adult male, maybe of weight 70 kilos. If we break down into what our body is made up of, like if I am 70 kilos, then I will be having water as 60% of my body weight, 60%. So mainly my body is made up of water. 60% of has a 70 kilo. Okay. Similarly, proteins, it is 17% of the body weight. Lipids 15%, minerals 5%. Minerals include all calcium, sodium, potassium, phosphates. Nucleic acid 2%. Carbohydrates 1%. So total this comes out to be 100%. What is the important thing to notice is that the diet that we eat, we see for today's breakfast, mainly we had carbohydrates, maybe we had proteins, also we had fats, maybe butter, cheese, mayonnaise, and maybe we had minerals. So carbohydrate, mainly the bread that we eat is carbohydrate. The rice that has got carbohydrate. Lot of stuff has got carbohydrate, but in body, if we see what is the composition of carbohydrate, it is just 1%. That means the carbohydrate that we eat is mainly utilized for energy. Okay, it is not stored. Had it been stored, it would have been kathir, maybe similar to these 17%, 18% that way. But carbohydrate, if I find out how much we carbohydrate in 70 kilo person, it is just 1%. How much is 1%? Anybody has a come kilo or come gram?
700 gram.
Yes.
Seven-
So
700.
7. Very good. Your mathematics is real good. 700 grams, 1% only. Okay. How much is lipid? Anybody for 70 kilo male?
10.5.
10.5. Very good. People who have answered both. 10.5 has a gram, has a kilogram.
Kilogram.
Kilogram. Just see the difference. Has a kilogram, has a 10.5 kilogram, and this is just gram. People who have answered both of these, can you explain the batch in Arabic? How did you calculate this? That will be more easy for the batch to understand. Any one of you? Yes, go on.
Should I go? Okay.
Yes, yes.
So basically, so if we divide it to 100, it will be 7. So 7 will be 10% because we removed 0 from 100, 0 from the 70. So now we have 10%. So if we calculated 10%, so 15% is we add half to the 7, which is 3.5. So 3.5 plus 7 is 10.5. So this is how I calculated.
Okay. The other person who has calculated, can you explain us? in your way? Yeah.
Okay, it's 1/100.
Yeah, you can go in Arabic because this is calculation part. I want everybody in the class because people worry about calculation. Unfortunately, USMLE is asking about calculation. So I want everybody in the class to be really okay with that calculation.
اوكي so قسمتها على 10 بعدين قسمتها على 10 مرة ثانية لأنها 1/100 فقسمتها على 10 صارت 7 كيلو بعدين قسمتها على 10 صارت 700 جرام.
Okay. Azam Amishal has raised his hand. Yes, do you have any question or something?
No, I have a easier way to calculate it.
Yes, go on. That's I would appreciate.
With the calculator بالحاسبة يا شباب، إذا حطيت 70 مثلا نقص منها، إذا تبي 15 حط 15 بعدين علامة اللي بالمية يطلع لك بالضبط كم الرقم، فعلى طول يعني سهل.
أو اضربها ب 0.15 0.01 زي كذا تطلع معك.
Okay.
كيف طريقة الحاسبة يا عزام؟ معلش.
طريقة العمر حط 70 بعدين نقص مثلا 15 واضغط علامة بالمية يطلع لك 10.5. هذا هو الناتج.
إيه تمام الجرام.
الناتج عفوا يطلع بالجرام ولا بالكيلو؟
بالكيلو على حسب أنت كم عندك.
تمام.
People will say what one consideration we take, although it is not exactly the same, but in medical school and for calculations we take has a kam wahid kilo, has a same as wahid liter. Right? So come for water. A nafar is 100 kilogram. Has a body weight is 100 kilogram. Okay. Okay, maybe he's a wrestler or a sumo fighter, a bit heavier person, 100 kilogram. Can you calculate the water mawjood in his body? Everybody, this is the homework for the whole batch. A nafar is 100 kilogram. Can you calculate his total body water? Total body water.
60 لتر.
Everybody calculate it. Everybody calculate it.
420 liter, I think.
100. This is another number, not for this man. No.
Okay.
I'm not asking for this one. This is a jadid question. Hina. A nafar is 100 kilogram. Sir, how much is the total
60.
body water?
60 kilograms. 60 liter.
60 liters. Answer should be 60 liters. As I have
Yes.
told Haza in medical school, we take Haza wahid kilo, same as wahid liter. Okay, so it is better to answer water in liter rather than kilo.
Okay.
So this is how we calculate total body water. And everybody now knows total body water is approximately 60% of the body weight. That's why we need to know the body weight of the nafar so very precisely, because we give our drugs according to body weight. We come to know about the body water according to body weight. Okay. Having said this, if this is okay with you, then we will 60. Yes, Faisal has answered in the chat. 60 liters, correct. That is total body water. Okay. The same person to make our calculation has a easy, the same nafar that who has got a 100 kilogram body weight. Okay.
Sir, is calculator allowed in the exam?
Yes, you can use the calculator. This is a simple one. Definitely the example simple, like say for instance, we give a nafar with 100 kilo body weight. Plus,
Okay.
we know there are cells in the body. This is a cell. We also have read that cell has got, there are millions and trillions of cells, and cell have got cytoplasm, and cytoplasm has got water. So have we read that there is something called as intracellular fluid? Fluid मौजूद inside the cell, kullu all cells. Fluid मौजूद kullu in all cells jama is called as intracellular fluid. There is also fluid मौजूद outside the cell, that is called as extracellular fluid. So this body water can be mawjood in two forms. Haza, it could be inside the cell. Haza, it could be outside the cell. What do you think? Where it is kathir? Haza inside the cell? Haza outside the cell?
I think inside.
Inside.
Inside,
Is-
because we have got kathir number of cell. How much cell do we possess? Anybody? Is it a is it? Is it a million? Are we millionaire?
70
Or
trillion?
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made us billionaire or trillionaire? What we are? Trillionaire. Okay. So if we see, we have trillions of cell, and kullu, all cell will have shoya water inside it. So it is the extracellular fluid that is kathir. Extracellular fluid that is kathir. Okay, and how much it is? It is 40% of the body weight. If the nafar is 100 kilo, how much is intracellular fluid?
40
Anybody?
liters.
40 liters.
40 liters. Class, easy calculation, and you have understood the concept. 40 liters. What about extracellular fluid?
20
Extracellular fluid is 20% of the body weight. So how much is extracellular fluid for this nafar? Nafar who is weighing 100 kilo.
20
much?
liters.
20 liters. Very good. That is 20% of the body weight, 20 liters. How much is this jama? If you add it, how much?
60 liter.
60 liters.
60 liter. And what is 60 liter? This is
The water.
Intracellular and
total body water. You can add up both and get total body water, or you can calculate from the formula 60% of the body weight. Ham come body weight mia kilo. So 60% of 100 is 60 liters. So what we come to know, our body has got total body water. The body water is divided into two compartments. Haza, one is mawjood inside the cell. Haza, other is mawjood outside the cell. Inside the cell, there is no issue. Kullu water mawjood inside the cell, that is in the cytoplasm. Okay. And that is kathir, 40 liters, 40% of the body weight. In the extracellular, we have got blood plasma, and we have got interstitial fluid. Blood plasma is the one we know in a vessel, in our arteries and veins, there is blood flowing. In the blood, we also know there are some cells mawjood, and rest is plasma. There are cells, red blood cell, white blood cell, okay. There are cells mawjood, and mainly it is plasma. The cells that are mawjood will be having fluid inside them, so we are not bothered about that. The plasma that is free mawjood, is it extracellular? As from the diagram you see, this is plasma, what I'm coloring. Is it extracellular or intracellular?
extra.
extra. So over here you see plasma has been shown in extracellular fluid. Sorry for this control of my mouse. What is interstitial fluid? Interstitial fluid is fi mawjood, shoya fluid mawjood between two cells in the tissue. Interstitial fluid is the fluid mawjood in the tissues, and that is very little. Okay, but if you take the whole body, the whole tissues, it is around 15% of body weight. So for 100 kilogram nafar, how much is the interstitial fluid? Anybody?
15 liter.
15 liters. Okay. 15 liters. How much is the plasma for this nafar? 100 kilo.
5 liters.
5 liters. 5 liters. How much is this kullu jama?
20 liter.
20 liters. And is it not the same as extracellular fluid?
Yes.
Yes. So extracellular fluid is further divided into plasma and interstitial fluid. Okay. So what we have studied today, that total body water is 60% of the body weight. Total intracellular water is 40% of the body weight. And total extracellular water is 20% of the body weight. That's why this rule is called as 60-40-20 rule. In 60-40-20 rule, 40 stands for intracellular, extracellular, plasma, interstitial fluid, what? 40%.
Intracellular.
Intracellular. So questions are coming that way. Okay. Or maybe they give you 100 kilo man and they ask you calculate the plasma for this man. So you have to do that. Okay.
Plasma 5.
Yes. Plasma is 5%. Some books have placed this nice diagram. This is kullu total body water, as you can see from the diagram. Okay. Total body water, correct. This whole has been shown into two compartments. So extracellular and intracellular. Okay. Intracellular and extracellular. The intracellular is further divided into interstitial and plasma. Some books write as 2/3 of the total body water and 1/3 of the total body water. I generally remember it as body weight. How much percent of body weight are these? Okay. And that is much easier and much more scientific for me to remember. Because in pharmacology blocks, you will be asked to calculate body water and drug distribution and those stuff. So you should be knowing which fluid compartment is how much percent. Okay. Of the body.
Doctor.
Yes, yes please.
The rule in previous slide 60-40-20. 60 means total water in the body, and 40 means intracellular, and 20 extracellular.
Exactly.
Isn't it?
Exactly.
Okay, thanks.
Exactly. That is called as the rule, just to remember, also as a mnemonic. Yes. Special situations, that's why I told, now we are learning the very normal and obvious situation. There will be special situations, we'll come to that. Yes, come on. This is a exercise. Everybody, I give 1 minute, everybody do it. The nafar hina is a 70 kilogram adult male. The body weight is 70 kilogram. You have to calculate the total body water. You have to calculate the extracellular fluid, and you have to calculate the plasma module. Everybody do it.
Doctor, should we answer or?
Yes, everybody has done. Then you can answer. Yes. The first is total body water. We have remembered total body water has a % of body weight.
60%.
60%.
60% of body weight. So 60% of 70 is how much?
42.
42 liter.
42 liter is the right answer. Coming to extracellular fluid, what % of body weight is extracellular fluid?
14 liter.
20%. 20%. Has a come liter?
14. 8.4 liter.
14 liters. 20% has a 20% of 70. Has a 20% of 70. Has a 10% of 70 is 7. Has a 20% will be 7. 7 plus 7, 14 liters. Has a come, yes.
Why we write liter, not kilo?
I told in medical science, just for a rough value of calculation, we are taking has a come kilo, same as come liter.
Okay.
Has a plasma, how much?
3.5.
5%.
5%. So it will be how much?
3.5
3.5
liter.
5% of body weight.
Right. So this is an exercise, everybody should get it. People who have not got it, still they can connect to their friends because most of you have understood. Okay, there is no harm in asking your friends because this is one question that will be showing up in USMLE for sure. Okay, and it is a simple one. All I have to remember is 60-40-20 rule. That's in chat. People have answered 42. Yes. Okay. Chat people have answered correctly. Fine. So we have gone through this exercise. This was an important concept to understand. Now since now I believe that people know this basic. This is the basic. Okay. What are the physiological variation? The same question that somebody raised. Is it always the same, doctor? This body water? So there are physiological variation in total body water, and that depends upon the age of the subject. That also depends upon the sex of the subject, and that also depends upon the fat content of the subject. Like for sex, in males, there is more body water as compared to females. Okay, so that is an idea. With age, yeah. It's okay. No, it's okay. I mean, so this is that's why it is given as a range. This is in the general population. Like if I measure 1 million males and 1 million females, I would find an average to be about males will be having a bit more body water than females. It is not that Wahid, like even back home, like my sister is having more body water. So is it that I'm abnormal? No, it is not just one person in the family and the other person and you make a definition. No, it is not that way. This is physiological variation. So you have to measure maybe millions of people to come to the idea that males have got more body water. Okay. Not, yeah. So this is about the physiological variation. Coming to now we have divided body water into has a intracellular and extracellular, and the same diagram being used here. Okay. So we know what are the ions constituent, what these body water have, what is mawjood fi intracellular, what is mawjood fi extracellular. So basically it has charged particles or ions, cations and anions. Need not to revise and redo it again because we know this chart and this chart is more than enough. People who want to really go for details has a come value. the sodium is high in extracellular, طيب, and في intracellular sodium is low. But if anybody is no, doctor, I'm high or low, I can get it, but what is the value? So value is here. Sodium is maybe 135 to 148 milliequivalents per liter in extracellular. This one, a big bar. And intracellular only it is 10 to 14 milliequivalents. So this is a nice comparative chart with the numbers. This is a nice bar diagram just to remember what is Kathir where. That is the idea. And also you have to remember mainly the sodium and the potassium. Okay, sodium, potassium, important ions. That's what you have to remember. Having said this, fluid and electrolyte homeostasis. Homeostasis means our body tries to maintain everything as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given in a normal range. Our body tries not to make any major variation. Like say for instance, Mr. Ahmad was a challenging man. What he did was, he went to the panda and got a 2 liter of asir, the good one, maybe a any fruit juice. And he liked it. And he took all the fruit juice, 2 liters of fruit juice in one go. What happened from the stomach? Most of the water is absorbed. Okay. So his blood becomes diluted because he has taken 2 liters of asir. What he has done is he has tried to change the extracellular fluid volume. True or false? Or his extracellular volume would change if he takes in one go 2 liters of asir.
True.
Yes, it will change.
True, it will change. Body, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given such a body that it does not want major fluctuation, major variation. What body will do? Body will tell the kidneys that this Mr. Ahmad is like really giving us trouble. Now see, he has taken 2 liters of asir. So Mr. Kidney, you start filtering more water out. That's the reason why if you take too much of water, do you go too many times to the washroom?
Yes.
Yes. That is how body tries to maintain it. If body doesn't does it, then Mr. Ahmad will do it 2 liters of asir in the morning, 2 liters in the Zuhar, and then 2 liters again in the Maghrib. And by the end of the night, he would have gained another 1 or 2 kilos or 3 kilos of body weight. But kidneys play a role. The moment the nafa takes extra, the kidneys, the body tries to maintain it in normal range. So body wants to maintain not only the fluid, but also the electrolytes in a normal range. That is called as homeostasis. Okay, to maintain a constant internal environment. I repeat, constant, not changing much, internal, inside the body, and environment, the atmosphere inside the body. This can be achieved by maintaining the extracellular homeostasis. Which water is easy to change? If given, total body water is mawjood in the inside the cell and outside the cell. Which one can you manipulate easily? The first. Extracellular. Somebody, I mean to say, freaks out that no, it's a challenge and I will change the body water. So what he does, he goes to the clinics, he asks the nurse to put a cannula and asks the nurse to put a liquid saline. Through the cannula, kullu liquid saline is coming in his circulatory system. Has he changed the extracellular fluid? Yes. If that is not corrected by the body, then after some hours, intracellular fluid can also change. Okay. But our body is very quick enough to do the job to maintain it in a normal range. That is the idea. So basically, both are important, but what is more important is maintaining the extracellular fluid balance. Having said this, there are several interrelated variables that should be managed, like by extracellular fluid. I mean to say, I will manage the volume of the extracellular fluid. I will manage the osmolarity of the extracellular fluid, and I will manage the pH of the extracellular fluid. Just a word about osmolarity. These two jars have got equal amount of solution. The solution is mixture of water and salt. Water and salt, or fluid and solute. Fluid and solute in medical terms. In simple terms, water and salt. Water is a fluid. Salt is a solute. This is solution A. This is solution B. We know fluid jama solute is called as solution. Okay. What I do is, this is a salt particle. Now I ask, where is water Katir? Is it in solution A or solution B?
B.
Solution B.
Solution B has got more of water. Good.
Because solute is lighter than the A.
Where is solute more?
A.
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 Solute is more in A. So obviously, wherever the solute is more,
Water is less.
Water is less, and the concentration of solute decides the osmolarity. So which solution has got Katir osmolarity, A or B?
A.
A.
A has got, solution A has got Katir osmolarity. We repeat, we have two solutions. We know the definition of a solution. The definition of a solution is, has a fluid jama solute is solution, or water jama salt is solution. Now I have drawn it in right here. They are equal in amount. Okay, they are equal in amount. But in this one, we have more of solute and less of water, solution A. In B, we have more of water and less of solute, solution B. Level of solute, concentration of solute decides osmolarity. So as you know, as we can see, there is more concentration of solute. So that's why solution A has got high osmolarity. Similar is the situation for extracellular fluid. Wherever the solute is more, we will say the extracellular osmolarity is high. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to keep even the osmolarity, the level of solute, within normal range, within normal range. Okay, so because changing the water can change the level of concentration of solute, and if concentration of solute changes, osmolarity will change. That's the reason why kidney as a major organ in maintaining not only the normal volume, but also the composition and osmolarity of extracellular fluid. If by chance somebody has taken too much of salt, kidney can excrete out even salt. Not only the water, they can also throw away salt from the body. Similarly, thirst is another mechanism that maintains the extracellular homeostasis. Whenever water is less, we feel thirsty and we try to drink water. And once water we drink, that gets into our extracellular fluid volume and maintains not only the volume, but also the osmolarity of extracellular fluid. So that is a brief idea. Having said this, the principle of balance says that water intake should be equal to water excretion. How much water we take in the body should be equal to water excretion. And this is not only for water, but it is also for salt. How much salt we take, that much salt we should move out. This is principle of balance. Let's see normal water balance, daily gains and losses. Okay, so from the skin we lose 400 milli in sweating. From the lungs we lose some water vapors in our breath, that is for the whole day 500 milli. In the fecal matter also 200 milli. Okay, and then the amount of fluid in the food is 1000. The amount of fluid in through the metabolism is 200 milli. So if we calculate the input, like we drink around 1500 milli, this is one. From the food we get another 1000. How much this comes out to be? 1500 plus 1000.
2.5 liter.
2.5 liter. And from metabolism of food we get another 200. This is the amount of water gain. How much this totals up? All the three, 1, 2, and 3.
2.7 liter.
2.7 liter.
So daily input is 2.7 liter or 2700 milli. Let's calculate the output. How much is the output? Output is urine, another 1600 milli we throw out of the body. Some water is thrown out in the fecal matter, 200. Okay. And another from the skin as sweating, and from the lung as water vapor, another 900 hina. Okay. So if you total up 500 plus 400, 900. 900 plus 200, how much? 1100.
Yeah.
1100 plus 1600 of urine, how much?
2700.
27. 27. So daily output is 27. So actually how much we take in? Water.
27.
27. That is the water thrown away out from the body. That is 27. That's why our body is in our balance. That is the idea. Having said this, fluid movement and distribution. What is the fluid movement and distribution? We have defined osmolarity. What do we mean by it? Okay, osmolarity is nothing but concentration of solute, osmotically active particles or solute, expressed as milliosmoles per liter of solution. Okay, and this will be whenever the same concentration of solution is given as osmolality, once we measure it as milliosmoles per kilo of water, not as per liter, but as per kilo. Whenever you use per kilo, you will say it as osmolality. Whenever we use it as per liter, you will say it as osmolarity. This is the one more used, osmolarity. How much is the normal osmolarity of our body fluid? 290 milliosmoles per liter. That means approximately 290 solute particles, milliosmoles of solute particles be maujood in every liter of our body fluid. That is the idea. Having said this, coming to osmosis. A solution contains solute and fluid or a solvent. Different books use different ism and it means the same. You can use it as a water or a fluid or a solvent. All the three are, we are talking the same. Solute or salt, same. Solution is jama of solute and solvent. Osmosis is diffusion of water. The thing to be noted here is water from high concentration to low concentration. From high concentration to low concentration. Say there are two solutions, solution 1 and 2 kept right here, and more water is towards 1. Solution 1 has got more water. So water will move from high concentration to low concentration, that is towards solution number 2. That is what, after some time, more water has moved out from this compartment to the other compartment, and it will keep on moving till the water is same both the side. Concentration of water is same both the side. If you want to stop this movement, then you have to put a pressure on this side so that the water from higher concentration does not move to the lower concentration. So you put a pressure, that pressure is called as osmotic pressure. The pressure that you apply to stop movement of water particle from high concentration to low concentration. I repeat, osmotic pressure is a pressure that you apply to stop movement of water particle from high concentration to low concentration. That is the idea about osmosis and osmotic pressure. Another concept is about tonicity. Okay, that is dependent upon osmolarity of a solution. Isotonic solution is one that has got same concentration of solute as Phe plasma. Then that solution will be called as isotonic. I take a red blood cell from my blood. Inside the blood cell, the fluid maujood is like similar like plasma. Okay, I put it in a jar that has got an isotonic solution. The osmolarity inside the cell and the osmolarity of this solution is same. Will there be movement of solute?
No.
No. No. Will there be movement of water?
No.
No. So there will be, since they have got equal osmotic pressure, there is no movement of water. Now I put this cell in a hypertonic solution. By hypertonic solution, I mean to say it has got greater concentration of solute, like this one. It has got more solute. That means it has got more water or less water?
Less water.
Less water. If I put this cell here, water will go out of cell or water will come into the cell?
Go out.
Out.
Of the cell.
Go out of cell. So if I place a normal cell in a hypertonic solution, what is hypertonic solution? A hypertonic solution is one that has got Kathir solutes. If I put a normal cell in a hypertonic solution, this cell will swell up or this cell will shrink.
Shrink.
That's why in the diagram you see in hypertonic solution, the cell shrinks. And now you know the reason why. Because the solutes are hina Kathir. And we know from our previous explanation, if solutes are more in a solution, lazim the water will be less. And anything moves from father to, the money moves from father to son, because father has got high concentration of money. Huh? So
Yeah.
anything moves from, the thumb rule is anything moves from high concentration to low concentration. So water will move from high concentration to low concentration. If you take hypertonic solution and a normal cell, where is water more, inside the cell or in the solution?
In the solution.
Inside the cell. Inside.
Concentration of water. I mean, it's a very, over here you see there is more solute particle. The water is shoya. Here you see there are solute particle, but water is more. So water will try to move out of the cell. That's why the cell will shrink in hypertonic solution. Opposite happens in hypotonic solution. A solution that has got more of water particles and less of salt particle. If you put this cell inside it, what will happen? Water will move into the cell or out of cell?
Into the cell.
Into the cell. Water will move into the cell and the cell will swell up. That's the idea. Movement of water between body fluid depends upon the osmolarity of the extracellular fluid. Okay. And there can be isotonic disturbance, as we have explained in the previous slide, or hypertonic disturbance or hypotonic disturbance. This is just a slide for you to read. Movement of molecules across the cell membrane. There are three ways through which molecules can move: diffusion, active transport, endocytosis, and exocytosis. Diffusion can be two types: a simple diffusion or a special diffusion. The special diffusion are classified as facilitated, osmosis, and filtration. So this is just now we have defined simple diffusion as movement of substance from area of high concentration to area of low concentration, that is along the concentration gradient. We know this rule before. And it is directly proportional to the concentration gradient. This movement, simple diffusion, depends upon what is the difference in the concentration gradient, what is the difference in the temperature, what is the surface area modulo, what is the solubility, and it is inversely proportional to the thickness of the membrane, viscosity, and molecular weight. So simple diffusion we have studied so many times that it is not much to be explained right here in physics. And coming to facilitated diffusion is also like simple diffusion. Only important thing is that we have a transport protein modulo. We have a transport protein or a protein channel is modulo. Okay. It is for the bigger molecules and they have got a specific carriers and has competitive inhibitions, not much into this. And this is also affected by temperature. Coming to osmosis, osmosis is movement of water. That's what you have to remember, okay? And we have explained the osmosis in the previous slide, that the water will move from high concentration to low concentration till the time concentration is same. What do you see in this jar? Two sides. There are salt particle and there is also water. Is the water same both the sides? Concentration of water?
Yes, water is the same.
Water is same?
No.
Hina more is solute.
Oh, less of water.
Towards side A, 1, and towards side 2. Is water same? Both the
No.
sides?
No. One's higher. One is
water would move from 1 to 2 or 2 to 1, if allowed?
To 2.
1 to 2.
1 to 2. So water starts moving from 1 to 2. As situation will come, do you see now this solution right here and this solution right here, do they have same concentration of water, same concentration of solute?
Yes.
They have got like kind of, it looks like it is the same jar. See, no difference, both the side. Mafi difference in mafi difference in, because they have got same concentration. By concentration, there is a difference between quantity and concentration. Okay? Quantity and concentration. That is a difference. Okay?
Okay.
So that is about osmosis, as we have taken osmosis in detail previously, so we don't go. Diffusion and osmosis. What is what? In diffusion, there is movement of solute. In osmosis, there is movement of water. In diffusion, we do not need any semi-permeable membrane. In osmosis, we need a semi-permeable membrane, a membrane through which water will cross. It won't allow the solute to cross. This membrane will not allow the solute to cross. It will only can allow water to cross. Here, there is no membrane. Filtration means forcing the fluid through a membrane that is caused by difference of hydrostatic pressure. As we know, we filter out the stuff. So that is filtration. Primary active transport is using the energy. It needs a carrier, it needs an enzyme to do that. And the best example we have studied very recently is a sodium potassium ATPase pump. Have we studied this?
Yes.
Sodium potassium ATPase pump? Yes. What does it transport? Sodium potassium ATPase pump. What does it transport?
Sodium and potassium.
Sodium and potassium. Does it use energy or is it doing it without energy?
Yes, using
Using energy. Such type of transport is called as a primary active transport, using energy. Okay. And one thing more is generally substance move from high concentration to low.
No.
In active transport, substance move from low concentration to high concentration. This is the catch. And obviously, to move anything from low concentration to high concentration, you need energy. Like if my father has given me a pocket money and now my father wants that the money should move the other way around from my pocket to his bank, definitely I will resist. I won't allow that. Huh? So some amount of energy has to be put. Maybe mom will put or somebody. So that, okay, no. So that is the idea about using energy. So moving substances from low concentration to high concentration, that would require energy. And the best example is what we have studied these days recently, active sodium potassium ATPase pump. And that is the diagram of a sodium potassium ATPase pump. Somebody has asked me about, has sent me a nice mnemonic that tells us 3, 2, 1 Nokia series phone. That's what the Nafar has told me. Okay. The Nafar has sent me this, he had not sent me the phone, guys, okay? He has sent me this mnemonic, correct? What this mnemonic says, 3 sodium out.
Yes.
2 potassium in.
3%
using 1 ATP. This is a mnemonic for sodium potassium ATPase pump.
creative, inshallah.
3 sodium out, 2 potassium in, moving inside the cell, 3 sodium moving outside the cell, 2 potassium moving inside the cell using 1 ATP. This is the diagram. This is the mnemonic. Is this clear?
Yes, so clear.
Okay, so just we end up now. Secondary active transport is also using energy, but over here the difference is no direct energy is used. Okay, it is the indirect energy that is used, and the best example are the symport and the antiport. And example in our human body, sodium glucose co-transport. Okay. Symport is moving the substance in same direction. Antiport is moving the substance in opposite direction. One is moving in, other one is moving out. And uniport is moving only Wahid substance in or out. You can read it from books. It will be more clear. And if any doubt, you can ask us. Okay. So, and generally secondary active transport is always linked to primary active transport. So with this, we end up right here, and inshallah, we'll meet you in the next session. We have a continuous lecture with this one. Okay, there is a second part of the same topic, composition of body fluids. So go back and read and then come back. Okay.
Inshallah. Okay, I'm sorry, Dr. Saif. Could you repeat the difference between primary and secondary active transport?
Primary and secondary active transport, whatever energy has been utilized in primary active transport, ATP, of bringing the substance in and out, that stored energy is used by the secondary active transport in bringing other stuff in and out. That is the idea.
The same ATP is used two times?
Not the same ATP is used two times. The first ATP that you have used has made a concentration change. Tayyib? That
Yes.
concentration change will make sodium move inside because you have pushed, using ATP, you have pushed kathir amount of sodium out. Now the sodium will try to move in. Once the sodium tries to move in, there is a channel hina that cannot operate. There is a sayara hina that cannot operate with one nafar. Lazim, there has to be the other nafar glucose majood. If glucose majood, the channel will open. So if sodium has to get in, lazim glucose should be there. And once the glucose is free majood, both of them get in. That is the idea. It is like getting inside a center with one active card, or in the moving into the parking with one active card. The one man shows the card, opens the parking gate, and the other car that is behind it moves with it. Okay, just read it through. We will take up your question in the next session. Just remind me, okay, so that we can discuss it.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you everybody for your patience and time.